look at Jamaica. If you think about where Jamaica is situated in the world, so I'm saying people need to know about their geographics, because where it is in the world, there's no question as to why the Chinese want to take the whole country over. You understand? Everywhere we have, because
I don't believe the Chinese want to take over Jamaica though.
So what? All right, answer me this question then. What does Jamaica currently own? And if they don't own it, who does? Because they don't own sugar, they don't own their rum.
You're looking at it from an economical part. I'm looking at it from
married together.
No, but I'm saying I'm looking at it from. That's actually really true what you said. You know.
You have to think about it.
Yeah, that's really true what you said. I don't have a reply for that one. That's actually deep. What about bigger juice? What about bigger?
Jamaica owns 0.
No, I'm saying about bigger.
Bigger was never it was never Jamaican. Did you not know that?
Bigger's Jamaican. It says originated in Jamaica.
How bad it is. They sold. Where was I?
They sold it, but it was originated from it. But they sold it out.
They sold juicy beef way back in. I'd say.
What about the patty shop that they got out there?
Juicy beef. They sold it. They have one in Covent Garden that else called.
No, they don't.
Who are you telling? They have one in Covent Garden. Yeah, ask Google. It was opened in I think 2014 or 15. One of those. Yeah, because they don't own anything. Honestly, they own nothing.
Nah, man. No, that's not true, man. I just
do your research.
All right, let's read. I'm done.
Do your research. I don't speak without receipts. Do your research.
What does Jamaica own?
Product-wise, no, nothing. We should ask is who did Jamaica sell their products to? Who did they sell their rum to? Who owns Ray and Nephew? That you have to ask.
It's tourism.
You explain to me why in Amsterdam they've got a store called the Jamaican Coffee Experience. Have you ever heard of a Jamaican Coffee Experience? I say nothing.
Air Jamaica.
They're done out here. They
Bob Marley Museum. Digicel. Gleaner Company.
They still owe the Gleaner. That's good.
International Airlink. Jamaican Observer. Norman Manley International Airport. Petroleum Corporation of Jamaica. What you talking now?
No, that's since. That let me see the head of that. They don't own.
Yeah, I thought no. Petroleum them are there.
That's the history. Don't listen to Ray. That's the.
Yeah, I thought no. In 2005, PCJ launched its first farmer licensing round on 4 onshore blocks. Negril, Santa Cruz, Portland and Windsor.
There you go.
And 20 offshore blocks them are do. In 20
Yeah, go on. In 2015, PCJ. What's PCJ again?
Petroleum Corporation of Jamaica.
Yeah, all right, remember the little sign there? Right, gone. So what did they do? Signed a contract with the Spanish company, yeah? Technologica. You understand? So do I need to say any more about that one word? So they've been...
Yeah, but that was 2015. Man still made their money and said, look, if they can sell off, they can sell off for more. So what? You think man I eat it? Man I sell off their thing, I make more money.
Where's the money?
The money, them have the money. The man who sell it have the money. Why are you
Look at Jamaica.
It's not about look. Let me put it out there to you. Yeah? Just because I've got money doesn't mean my country gonna have money. But I can build up things in my community.
I can't continue this. How can you have money but your country don't? So who was you before? Like, come on, man. You are your country. So you're not nothing without your country. Without your origin, you are nothing.
I'm saying if I built up a company in my country and I've left out. It's not on me. It's not. I don't have a responsibility to go back there and build. Like me. Let
me tell you why we fail as black people.
No. I know, but I'm saying me personally. Yeah. I would go back and do that. But not everybody has the same heart as me, so I can't expect everyone to be on the same thing that I'm on.
It's not about having heart. It's about the realities of life, innit, and how things really work out. You are supposed to give 5% of your earnings to charity. Yeah, but everyone likes to go, oh, charity starts at home. Okay, so home.
Well, who said that? Where do you get that from? That sounds Islamic.
What do you mean? It's.
I swear down, that sounded mad Islamic. I swear down.
Islamic, but you also understand that these things are all come.
I swear that was sadaqah.
They come from one source. Listen, it's different.
You're
it's
meant
the
to do
same
that.
thing.
No,
different
but what I'm saying to you is, I respect what you said. But I just baffed where it came from. Like, where did that come from?
Because it's not just the Islamic thing; it's a worldly thing.
No, I've never heard someone say to me, "You have to give 5% in charity." Who said that?
You're meant to give 5% of.
Only people I know that give money like that is the Muslims, bro.
Yes, because of the order that they follow, but the Rastas is exactly the same.
No, they don't.
Okay, well,
show me where.
Forget about where. It's in the actions. It's not in the This is what you're supposed to do when you're listen. When you was given life, yeah, God gave you life. Part of that was to give back, innit? So the give back is to your community. So I'm just saying, if we as a people was to give back even 1% to our country, to the origin, yeah, away from the Most High to the origin, we'd be in a better place.
100%. Look, I agree with you 100%. But I'm saying to you, how do we get ourselves there when we're not even like we don't even think of each other in a small sense? Like, I don't even think of supporting your business. So how would I even think of supporting my country? I don't even support myself and the people around me.
Discipline and consistency. It doesn't have to. It's not going to happen overnight. Discipline and consistency. I do a lot for Jamaica every day, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, the lot. Do you understand? Because I do. Whether that be through prayer, whatever I do for that's my choice, innit? That's the choice I've made. Do you understand? So I put in. So if the way I carry myself, I always try to represent that country to the best that I can. You know. Yeah, I try to do what I can for that country and for any country for that matter. I'm not one of those people that say like I'm not African. I'm African. It is what it is. I understand.
I'm Jamaican still.
That's fine. Your origin is Jamaican, but you know what? We are all of an African descent.
I'm born in Jamaica.
Before it was African, it was actually Indian. But you know, you got to do your research to get to these levels because we are.
You got that from me.
No,
you got that from me. You got that from me.
How?
Because I've been saying that argument for a long time that the first man ever came from India. It wasn't Africa.
Yeah,
but
we know this, but it's not.
No, not everybody knows that.
I can't have got that bit of information from you. That's information.
Of course it is. You got that from me.
No, that's information.
No, I've said stuff like that. No one else speaks like that. Tell me who else speaks like that.
I don't need people to speak. I need to see. Like, look at you understand? This has got a coolie in it. It's not all.
Yeah, I know this, but some black people would even go against what you just said.
Those are the same black people that said that they're not African. So why would I entertain a conversation with someone that doesn't even understand or acknowledge the fact that they have some kind of African descent? It doesn't mean that they're Nigerian or they're Congolese or they're Ghanaian. It just means that you are of African. If you understand what Africa actually means, then you will attach yourself to it with no problem. But when we're still in a state of mind where we're still trying to separate, well, I'm Jamaican and then even in Jamaica, they wanna start going, well, I'm from town and I'm from country, man, I'm from Tivoli. It's just like, no, we're all from one source. Let's go away from the islands and back underwater before they separated it, mate.
No, but look, you've got some amazing points, what you're saying. But with the Indian and the Indian thing, a lot of black people don't even want to even acknowledge that we actually are descendants from Indian people.
Do you know why? Because they don't understand their history. Like I said, I spent a lot of time talking to my grandparents. My mum told me about her grandmother. I understand about my grandmother, who was an Arawak Indian. You understand? I look at the lineage of my family, the women in my family, the men. It's all Indian. As much as I'm black and whatever, I've got coolie in my hair. My hair don't.
Majority of us do, and we don't realize it.
You understand? It's like
we've been conditioned to believe that our hair is snappy and whatever. But like I said, that 100% there was different tribes, and we all descended from there. But the main point of what you're saying is that we don't want to claim something. But I think that it's good to know that we came from somewhere, but like our origins. But in general, I can't say something that I'm not, because then maybe I'm lying to myself. And you know what they say? If you don't know who you are, you don't know where you're going.
And that's a very valid point, because if you don't understand why the statement's being made, then you're gonna say what you're saying. But I feel like as people, we just have to understand the history in itself. Forget slavery and all of that. We really need to
slavery don't exist in my vocabulary.
You really need to go deep into. The reason I say forget that, because people like to go, oh yeah, slavery, but forget all of that. Like, as a people, it's deep. I don't know how much I can talk on here, but it's like, you have to understand how this all began. Like, how did we get here? How did this all start for us as a people, for yourself as a person? Like, no matter what race you are, because I don't want to be like, it's all about black, but I'm saying it because I am black. But if it's a white man, you used to understand, where did you come from? How did that start for you? You understand? What did it actually look like before the lies and all of this stuff? I feel like as a black community, we don't even know where the beginning was. We feel like we came after things happened. No. If you don't know you was the first, then you got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, but it's not about who's the first, who's the last. It's about where we're going, because I feel like
No, you just said if you don't know where you've come from, you don't know where you're going.
No, but I said that in the terminology, like, you know that my family are Jamaican. They're from Clarendon. They're from Rock River. They're from a country park called Coxon. Yeah. That's what I know. So if my youth was to ask me, where am I from? I'll say to them this, that, and the other. Maybe one day they grow older and they want to take them youths out there and show their youths Jamaica. They can show them.
Huh? Does it stop there?
No, but I'm just saying, let's at least find something, because you know they've mashed us up and displaced us so hard, change our surnames and stuff like that, so that we're in a point where it's actually very difficult to find out the true reflection of where we actually are. So if we can even find something, then at least we can from there go back. But if we don't have nothing, like if I don't know who my granddad is, how can I even go back anywhere?
And that's where the frequency levels change, because like you said, you would tell your children about your where your grandparents are from, whereas I was told about where my grandparents are from, which is Christiana, which is in Manchester, and then I also know where her parents were from. Then I understand, you know, when they first got to Jamaica and started to buy land, and I started to get to understand the history of the family. So, you know, you say it starts from somewhere, but we started from way before us. Our shit started long before us, and I feel like we do have to go right back there. Like, you need to know the names, because for real, if you don't know the granny's name or your granddad's name, you need to find out, because what happens is we are all family. We are all cousins, family, brothers, sisters, the lot. Do you understand? And it's mad because my granddad, so my dad's dad, my dad's mum doesn't know her dad. They don't know his name.
In the table.
Sorry, they don't know his name, because I'm trying to think. They don't know his actual name, yeah? However, there are 3 or 4 different sets of people with the same surname as myself living in London. Now, we are all family, but we are not. Am I making sense?
Perfect sense, because I've got the same as well. I got bare pennants. One day I just typed in pennant one day on some system. Can't even say it on camera, but yeah, I just typed it in one system while I was working. I typed in pennant. I see bare names. I said, raw. Like, who are these people? They're all in London. Why are all these people? I was checking their addresses. They're all in London. I'm like, raw, there's bare pennants. Yeah. That's mad.
Because names were changed, and obviously women got married. You know, so like all my granddad's sisters, they're married. They're married to obviously they've got a different name. Their children are of a different name. Just think about what I'm saying, you know. But they're still my cousins. My cousin is still my cousin.
Facts. That's why it's good for children to know their dads, so they can know their whole family. But so they don't get into some ancestral.
I just think that the children should always, whether they know their dad, they should have your father's name. Like, people used to challenge me, why are you giving Randy your dad's name? And I'm just thinking, well, I have my mum and my dad's name. It's not his child. It's not my mum's. It just didn't make logical sense for her to be the same name as me. Like, you're not my sister. That makes sense. You're my child. So where's your family? That's your family name, present or not. You can go find them at any time in your life. You understand why? Because that's another name that she's attached to. So every Harrison is a part of her. Do you understand? As well as my name, as well as my dad's name, as well as. But we don't look at it like that. It's like,
no, but do you know
people want to start getting into like the name thing, like, well, where's your family from? Forget that, we're family.
Yeah, that's true.
Understand? Forget that, because if you look at my face, we look alike. Not me and you, obviously. It's cute, me, but you know,
that's weird.
But it's true though. I've met family that. All right, imagine.
No, but sometimes you don't even look like your family, because some of my cousins don't look like my cousins.
No, you don't.
Some of my cousins proper fair skin. You think, what? It's light skin youths.
Can I give you a joke then? I've got a good friend of mine, right? He's gonna watch this and laugh, because good friend of mine. We've grown up like brother and sister, yeah, for years. He looks a bit like me, like a lion. He literally looks like a lion, like me, yeah. But he's been my friend for years. Anyway, God rest his soul. My cousin's little brother died. Yeah, cool. So we've gone to this memorial in the park, because he didn't live in London. So anyway, we've gone to this memorial. But before we've got there, I've seen the picture. My friends put the picture up. And I'm like, oh, condolences, you know, whatever. Then my cousins put the picture up. I'm like, hold on a minute. I said, who is this person to you? She's like, oh, it's my little brother. So I was like, really? So I've called my friend, and he's like, yes. So she's like, who is that? Is it Rare? And I was like, yeah. She said, that's my cousin. I said, you're lying. So so imagine, wait. So I've gone there to support my cousin and to see my friend, obviously, because now I've realised, well, the 2 people that I love, I've just lost someone. I've then seen people walking around with my surname, with their t-shirts on. So my friend, who's now telling me that his granny has a house 2 doors from my granny listen, it was crazy. So he's like, yeah, they're Townsends. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, they're your family. I'm like, I didn't even question it. I was just like, well, we're family. We're family, innit?
Wild.
Do you understand?
Wow.
So you just gotta love your brother, man. Love thy brother, man, and thy sister with everything you have, man. Because you just don't know. You just really don't know.
But that happens a lot in a lot of people's communities, and that's like I said, how incest and stuff happens when people like are sleeping with their cousins, don't even know their cousins, or don't even know their brothers, or their dads had an affair, and some people are even the production of that. So I don't know, man. That's wild to me. What?
So the production of that.
What'd you put your hand up for? Bro, what did you put your hand up?
Say the question again. What did you say?